Hi guys, Nick here, and today we have something really fun, which is building a vertical garden or green wall with WallyGro. WallyGro has been changing the game of indoor gardening with their innovative but easy to install vertical garden system. Specifically for indoors though, I recommend this WallyGro Eco. Right off the bat, I really love these Wally Ecos because they're made 100% of recycled plastic milk jugs, which I just think is amazing. They also come in an array of colors, from blue to black to white to green to even a terracotta color that match all your terracotta pots that you have at home. And also an amazing thing is that all the hardware comes with the product. So this is something that you're going to turn around to water the back. We'll show you guys that later. But then you also have just this piece right here that was on the bottom, which is actually the piece that the WallyGro is just going to slip right onto. Then also inside is the hardware that you're gonna need. So it already comes with the screw and the anchor, which I think is amazing. You don't have to go out and get anything. And they even offer a little, it's called a drip clip, I believe, which is used to hook up one of their irrigated hose systems to your WallyGro planters. WallyGro sends along this instructional pamphlet with your Wally ecosystem, so feel free to pause at any moment if you'd like to read through. But it gives a bunch of maintenance tricks and grid patterns, as well as plants that they recommend for the planters. But most importantly, we are going to need the directions that lie on the back. So right here, we're going to go ahead and do step one, which is assemble by flip the dividing panel around and reinserting into the back slots and removing all the hardware. Let's go ahead and remove the hardware. Sorry, the light's not going to be that great while I'm filming inside. And then we need to go ahead and flip this guy around. So I'm just going to remove that tape. I'm going to just flip this around, slipping it back in, because back here is where we're going to water the plants later on. Now that we have everything assembled, let's go ahead and check the next step, which is soil. So we got to soil the Wally Eco planter with high quality potting soil, and we got to soil it past the holes in the divider panel to ensure that the planter does not leak, because soiling below the holes in the divider panel allows for water to run over the soil and through the front holes. So it's talking about right here, this divider panel, because we're going to water through here and all the soil and the plant's going to be up here. So we've got to make sure that we put the soil level at least this high. And speaking of planting, so it says plants, plant your desired plants. Wally Eco planters are suitable for edibles, houseplants, perennials, annuals, and just about anything else you can grow. So I'm going to go ahead and use some pothos today. I'm going to use a golden pothos and a marble queen pothos that I have. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get planting right now. Now that we're done planting, we're just going to water this guy from the back before we get mounting. So this is where that grid pattern section of the pamphlet's going to come into play. As you can see, there are three options. So there's flush wall, semi-flush wall, and offset. So I have 4 Wally Ecos today, and I am using Pothos, which are going to be all over the place. So I'm going to do the semi-flush pattern. So I'm going to be making a grid with the holes drilled 13 inches apart by the width and then 12 inches apart by the height. I'm going to be hanging my Wally Ecos on this wall in a square pattern right here, but something to keep in mind is the direction that the exposure is coming from. So right here is a west-facing window, and then you can see right here I currently have this philodendron micans hanging here, and you can see that the leaves are pulling towards the window since the window is to its left. So that's something you got to keep in mind, that even though I'm going to hang these in a square right here, the leaves are going to work their way over to the west. Since they're pothos and they're going to be all over the place, I'm not really too worried about that. But if you do have a plant that's going to grow in a specific direction, just keep in mind the direction that you're hanging these vertical gardens. I have my grid drawn out the way I like it, so I have my 1/4 inch drill bit and I'm ready to drill right in this drywall. Alrighty. And then I'm going to take my anchor right here, and I'm just going to hammer it right into the hole that we just drilled. And I'm going to continue doing this for the rest of them. We're then going to take the bracket right here, and we're just going to take the screw, put it in through here, and then we're going to screw it right into the anchor that we just drilled into the wall. The brackets are all installed, so now's the most fun part of this whole project, where we get to actually put the planters and hang them right on the wall. We are all finished, and you guys, this completely takes my home to a new level. I loved the philodendron hanging right there, but quite frankly, this just really changes everything and really brings everything up to the next level. I decided to do 2 separate kinds of plants instead of 4 because I thought it would look kind of uniform to do like a crisscross pattern. And I absolutely love it with these pothos. And the best part is these pothos trail very quickly, so these plants are just gonna start trailing down and just become a mess of green and white. So I'm super excited for that. So another really awesome aspect about these WallyEcos is, as you saw me just place them on the wall and slip them over those brackets. If I wanted to change around the setup, I can easily just slip them off and change them around instead of having to like unscrew everything and change it. Obviously, if you want to change locations on the wall, you'd have to unscrew it, but you can just flip these around and make whatever pattern you want, which I think is so cool. The world is your oyster. I'm absolutely thrilled with these WallyEcos. I think this installation was so easy. Quite frankly, the longest part was planting these plants inside, since they do require a good amount of soil. So they recommended 2 4-inch plants or 1 6-inch plant, but I took 2 hanging baskets, I believe they're 8-inch hanging baskets, and split them in half, and I think that was a good way to, you know, have some uniformity going on. But there's nothing wrong with doing everything separate. In fact, I think it would look quite nice if you had like a Scindapsus pictus hanging out of one of these, or also like some Marantas would look fantastic. Anything trailing I think would be the best bet for these, since they do hang on the wall. Thank you all so much for watching this video today on how I installed these beautiful WallyGro WallyEco vertical gardens behind me. I am so excited to have these in the background of my videos whenever I'm giving my little spiel right here in front of the camera. I need to thank WallyGro 1,000 times for sending me these products. I think they are so incredible, and I'm not just recommending them to you for that reason. I think you should go check them out because I think this is wholeheartedly amazing. From the recycled plastics to just the ease of installation to the amazingness that is the product. I wholeheartedly recommend this product, and I highly recommend checking out their website, which I'm going to leave in my description below. If you haven't already, check out my Instagram at @FillyFoliage, as well as my Etsy shop and the link in the description below. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.